with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania taking us in a different direction, not just for the Marvel Studios franchise as a whole, but also all of Ant-Man, it's really not surprising that Disney confirmed the genre of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania as a sci-fi adventure. So again, classifications into what type of genre you fall into is just made sort of for, simplicity's sake. So if people quickly glance at the description of the film, this is the thing that sticks out. So if somebody doesn't know what Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is, if they're into a specific genre, they can look at it and go, oh yeah, okay. So just to kind of make it clear, Black Widow, for example, was action-adventure. Shang-Chi, action-adventure. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, supernatural, action-adventure. Thor: Love and Thunder and Black Panther 2, action-adventure. This is a little different. Obviously, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is officially classified as sci-fi adventure, and the description reads, still the same as anything we've seen so far in terms of what the plot's about in the description, but it just has that at the end. Now, obviously, it's a little harder to classify films compared to TV series, because if you look at TV series, they can slap on as many classifications as they want. For example, Loki, science fiction, fantasy, superhero, action, adventure, it's all of it. For films, you have to be a little bit simpler and kind of quicker and to the point. And I do appreciate that they are admitting that this is sci-fi and not just action adventure, because if you look at this, you get the hints of what they're going for. And again, if you're somebody that's a fan of science fiction, you could probably make out a couple things if you're just, like casual science fiction fan. If you're more hardcore into it, you're going to be able to pick out specific science fiction influences here. The obvious ones would be Mobius. That's so evident, especially in the creature design and what you see in various shots. And I do like that they are classifying it as sci-fi, telling me that this is obviously more than likely going to be a little bit more, well, how do I explain this? Science-y in nature. Does that make sense? Like, not so clean cut, simplistic. This reminds me of like the classifications of Star Trek films where they use technobabble. And you're just like, yeah, sure, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. Yes, you definitely need to shift the polarity of the quantum entanglement on the warp drive and eject the warp nacelle to be able to stabilize the quantum breach. I get it. Thanks, Balana. Thanks. In case you can't tell, I'm a hardcore Star Trek nerd as well. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad that it's gotten a sci-fi adventure and that they removed the whole comedy bit, which is really interesting. Because it's telling me that this is going to be far less comedy than any other Ant-Man entry so far. And I think a lot of people are going to like that as well. Because it looks like this film is definitely going in a way more serious direction. And I'm super hyped to see what exactly Peyton Reed can do when he's a little bit unhinged.